Okay, what we're going to do now is to do domain joining. And the first thing we want to do is go to one of our Windows virtual machines that we want to join the domain. Go down to the lower right corner, you see the network settings, right click that and select network and internet settings. Once you've done that, you go to Ethernet, select the drop down and go to DNS server assignment. We want to edit that. We want to change that from automatic to manual. We want to turn on IPv4 DNS setting, and then the IP address that we want to set for our preferred DNS is the IP address of our domain controller, which was 10.0.1.2. Once you've done that, we can select save, and we can minimize that setting. So what we've just done is directed our DNS request to that domain controller. So now to join that domain, go down to the bottom in the search bar. The easiest way is just to type in domain, and you'll see that choice for access, work, or school. Go ahead and select that. And then at the add or a work or school account, select connect. And when this opens up, go down to the very bottom where it says join this device to a local Active Directory domain, select that. And now it's asking to provide the domain name. So remember our domain name is ecore.local. Now I type it with all caps ecore and then dot and then local in lowercase, then select next. Now you're prompted with a login. So this has to be a domain account that has permission to join a domain. So that would be an administrator, a domain administrator account. So remember there was one built in, so it's just called administrator. And then give it that password that you assigned it. Once you've done that, you can select OK. And now we see that we can add this account. Let's change this administrator to administrator account type. And then we can select next. Now we have to restart the PC. So we'll select restart now. And when this restarts, we have to log in with one of those domain accounts that we established. Now, just for ease of, I'm going to go ahead and use that administrator account, but then we'll check Active Directory under computers to make sure that this computer just joined the domain. And if it did, then we will log out and then log in with one of those regular user accounts that we created. So log in. As you see, we have now ecore/administrator. So it is in the logging into the ecore domain. So give it the password for the ecore administrator. And this will probably go through a setup because it's the first time that this account has been logged in, and there you see it. It shouldn't take too long, but once we get through that, we'll get logged in. Okay, as you can see, we are logged in as administrator, so we were able to successfully log in with that domain account. Now, just to show what we can do now is we'll select power. What we want to do is go ahead, we'll restart the virtual machine, and now we're going to log in with the pprice domain account that we created. Now remember, before we set up our domain controller on the local machine, the login was Philip Price. But when we were establishing the users, we used the login first initial last name. So it was pprice, but that is going to be within that ecore network. We want to select other user price, but let's make sure that It should be in the eCore network. If not, what we'll need to do is just, I'll go ahead and do it anyway, is put the domain first and then the user, and then we can log in. You see it automatically recognized Philip Price, and it's going through as if the first time this account logged in, which it is the first time that this domain account logged in. So we're back at the domain controller. We just select, so we can log in. So we select those keys. And once we're logged in, what I want to do is just confirm that we can see our computer that just joined the domain. So let's select Manage. Let's select Tools. Go to Users and Computers. Under Computers, there's the desktop that just joined. So now we can join the second desktop the same way we joined the first desktop. So once again, this is how we do it. So we go to our second Windows machine. First thing we do is go down to the network. You see the icon in the tray in the bottom right. Right-click that and go to Network and Internet Settings. From Ethernet, we want to hit the arrow key. Now we want to scroll down to DNS server assignment. We want to edit that. And then we want to change from automatic to manual. And we want to turn on IPv4. And now the preferred DNS is the 10.0.1.2. That is our domain controller. And we will select Save. We can minimize that setting down in the search bar. Just type in domain and you'll see the access, work, or school. We will select that. And then we want to add a work or school account. Select connect. And once this opens up, don't type in an email address. Come down to the device to a local Active Directory domain. And we want to type in the domain name, which is eCore, all caps, lowercase dot, lowercase local, and then select next. Now it's asking us to join in with the domain account. And it has to be an admin account because our regular domain account would not work right now because a regular domain account does not have the permission to connect a new machine to the domain. So we're going to log in with the administrator account. And then provide the password and hit OK. Now we're starting to get logged in. Let's go ahead. We want to use this account as an administrator. So we're just going to hit the drop down there on account type, and then we'll select next. And now it's asking us to restart. What it's doing is it is joining the domain. If we go back now at the domain controller again, let's click off. We go back to computers. We see that computer is still logging in, so it's not showing up yet as having joined the domain. We'll make sure if it just didn't refresh. Oh, it has. So now we see both of our workstations have successfully joined the eCore domain. So that ends this video, and I'll see you in the next one.